Okay. All right, welcome to another week of I Just Burnt It. No clue what I'm making today. Back to Jamie's Bootcamp. Jane, what am I making today? I am making homemade, from scratch cupcakes. All right, James, so what's our skill we're working on today?
We're gonna build off the last skills. Do you remember what they were?
Yes, organization. Ooh, following the directions.
So today we're gonna keep with organization, but we're also gonna work on our creativity.
Ooh, we're bringing in some creativity today.
And decoration skills.
All right, Jamie did give me the ingredients ahead of time, didn't know what I was making, so I did, look at me, organization. All right.
Do you want to read everyone the ingredients?
I would be happy to.
Okay.
For the cupcake itself, we need 3/4 cup of butter, a cup and a half of sugar, 5 eggs, room temperature, and I listened, they've been out for a while. 2.5 cups of cake flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a cup of skim milk.
I got you. It's in the bowl.
Oh, look at that. Look at Jamie, thank you. And then I did not measure out the vanilla because it's kind of hard to do that. All right, so we're preheating the oven.
So here's tip number 1.
So this is tip number 1, room temperature ingredients. If a recipe calls for room temperature ingredients, use room temperature ingredients. They are important scientific reasons behind it, and if you don't follow it, your recipe won't live up to the potential and won't taste the way it should. I did not know that.
So, did you read all the directions?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Read through all of them. Beat the butter and sugar until well combined. Add the eggs one at a time. Then in a separate bowl, we're going to put the flour, the baking powder, and the salt. Stir in the milk and vanilla together. And then we're going to add the flour and the milk, alternate it with the butter. Spoon the butter using an ice cream scoop basket, but it doesn't matter. Oh, we're making cupcakes, so we put the cupcake tins. All right, and then we'll talk about the frosting. Butter and sugar, and then 1 egg at a time. This is stressful. I feel like I'm like not winging it. Look at me, follow directions. That's what it looks like. Kind of frothy. Okay, so we're gonna leave that in there. In a separate bowl, we're gonna mix the flour, the baking powder, and the salt.
Doesn't it say sift? We have the measure there. Yeah. Is that why you haven't been saying that word?
Yeah.
I swore it said sift.
It did.
Okay.
Is it important to sift?
Yeah. Mom!
Look at me, sift. Yes, it does say sift. I was just skipping over it. That's what I normally do.
No.
Baking powder and salt. It just says, shh. Okay, I thought it said vodka, but it says stir in milk and vanilla. Stir in milk and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. And look, I'm not even going to use the cover, Jane.
How you feeling?
Feeling very warm. The milk is kind of making this doughy, so I'm a little confused. I'm really confused how this is working because I've made dough. Wait, hold up. Stir in milk and so it said stir the milk vanilla together, and then we're supposed to alternate.
We're just gonna.
This is what happens when you. I was I failed boot camp again! Okay, this is why those little words are important. Because you stir the milk and vanilla together. Add the flour and milk alternative to the butter mixture, alternating starting at the end of the flour. Well, I was supposed to alternate. So what do I do? Just throw a little of my dough in?
I don't know.
Oh, totally failed that.
Why don't you show the camera what it looks like as well?
Well, I can show what it looks like, but theirs might not look like this. It's a little not smooth. But yet we don't know if it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it was, but it's okay. I mean, I was thinking this might be too easy. But...
Is this why people have to go to culinary school?
Hold on, I got another tip for you.
You got another tip? Okay, tip number 2. Fill cupcake pans appropriately. Different recipes call for different fills, but the general rule is 2/3 full. If the batter is very thin, use a bowl that has a spout and pour them in. If the batter is thick, use a larger spooning ice cream. It does say to use an ice cream scooper, but I'm gonna use this. Oh, okay, how's that?
It looks great.
And I'm making homemade frosting, right?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. All right, ready for the cupcakes to go in? How long do I cook them for? Ooh, that would have been important to ask. 18 minutes. All right, we'll see. Ooh, All right, so we're gonna finish doing this with a couple more, get them all done, and we're gonna make some frosting. Ready to move on to frosting. First, paddle attachment, beat the butter until it's fluffy. Fluffy. Okay, so add 2 cups of confectionery sugar. First beat on low, and then increase to high. That was a little scary. I'm gonna say that's fluffy. All right, we gotta add 6 tablespoons of room temperature milk, and we are going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And it says beat that in, and then we gotta add 2 more cups.
My goal is to make it to macaroons one day.
Can't even get the vanilla cupcakes. Ooh, that's good. All right, here we go, let's see. Okay, it says I can add more confectionery sugar.
And you're questioning, should you? Here you go, Mom.
Oh, this is tip 3. With frosting cupcakes, it's important to pay close attention to consistency. If you are planning on piping, your frosting needs to be stiff and hold its shape. Do this by taking a spatula, pull it through the frosting, form a stiff peak. If the peak cannot hold, that means the frosting is too thin. All right, I think the frosting is too thin. Well, there's my peak. It's too thin. This is like way too thin. It's still very drippy. It said you could add up to 6 cups. All right, definitely we got it. Look at this. That's thick. There, we can pipe with that. All right, so we're gonna clean up, get all our cupcakes ready, and get ready to decorate. So we're having a debate. I'm gonna just do this live. We're doing debate. Jamie didn't want us to test them because of what I did. We tested them. They are not nice. They are not good. They are not moist. Do not do what I did. We're gonna add some frosting though and hoping it kicks up the flavor a little bit because it's kind of like cornbread. Not gonna lie. But it doesn't mean they can't look pretty. Alright, so we're gonna take our piping bag. Right, so you put the tip down there, put the metal tip on top, put the little screwy thing. Jamie gave me a cup, telling me it'll help me, I guess, put it in. Whew. I am tightening up my bag. I test it over my old frosting. I'm gonna pipe it around and then we're gonna decorate it. There.
You're doing really good. It looks really cool.
Look at me go. I got this thing with all these sugars in it. Christmas, regular ones. Look at that. Look at that one.
Oh,
Little flower. All right. So we've decorated a few. Don't decorate them when they're hot. I have to taste this. All right. Ready? Yep. Still not good. Because we made that paste, because I didn't read the directions correctly, it's like a corn muffin with frosting. Don't do that. Read all the words. I'm still learning that. So Jamie's Bootcamp, what do I get today for a grade?
Well, we don't have to talk about that.
We don't have to talk.
What are you proud about today?
I'm proud that I knew something was wrong. I was proud of my organization. I did have all the ingredients today that I'm very proud of. And the creativity was nice. I think I'd been a little more into it if I knew the cupcakes tasted good.
What do you want to work on for next time?
Reading all the directions. I still haven't mastered that. I really need to get better at that. I'm sorry. I did separate the wet and the dry, but then I put the wet in the dry too soon. So anyway, follow me for next week. We'll see if I get any better at this. If you follow the recipe correctly or incorrectly, post at the bottom. Let me see how you did. Let me know how it tastes. Follow us on Instagram. I just burnt it. And see you next week. Thank you. Does it matter where I cut it? Just cut it. Oh!
That was right in the face, Tucker.
That was right in the face.
That was right in the face.
I didn't think you should have cut out that hard.